That's a great look at our location. And before...
Kevin, thanks.
All right, thank you, David. So here's Miami's starting group. They've got Trevor Ariza. Robinson is out there with Kendrick Nunn. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Adebayo in at the center position. And for the Suns, Booker and Bridges are the wings. Then there's Ayton. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Craig in at the 4 slot. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Launches a 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
Aggressive closeout on a great jump shooter. That's how you defend against the 3.
Booker with no one around. Here's Bridges. And that one good.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
Butler attacking.
And as much as he commands attention on the court, Jimmy Butler content to skip the spotlight when he's off it.
You know, GA, nothing has come easy in his career for Jimmy Butler. All he does is puts his head down and works and works and works. And because of that work ethic, he has become an all-star. Love watching his progression.
And Ayton throws it down.
Oh, that is sick. I mean, a terrific ball handler for a 5. Ayton comes full force.
Good on the bucket. Adebayo's got his second basket.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Bridges leading the charge. 11 feet away, Craig. It's good on the putback.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
A strong finisher around the rim. Ariza with the size to do some damage.
Sharch is checked in for Torrey Craig. Phoenix with the ball. To the inside, Sharch, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Paul with the 3. Unable to get that one. And the Heat going the other way now. Robinson finds Ariza. The putback, Adebayo on the follow. Adebayo's got 6.
The confidence continuing to grow off the board. Adebayo takes it right back up.
Pass to Paul, to the paint, and Ayton throws it down.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
And so it's none with it. He brings it up for the Heat. They trail by 3. Robinson passes to Ariza. Over Sharch. Ariza no luck.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The Heat trail by 5. It's stolen by Sharch. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. And the dunk by Booker.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
It's stolen by Sharch. Butler with the steal. Ayton against Adebayo. Here's Ariza. The shot misses. Now the Suns take it the other way.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
And here are the Heat now. 9-point game. Paul with the steal. And here's the fast break. Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Here's Adebayo. The Suns getting the bucket. Here's Butler. The rejection by Paul.
And I'll tell you, Chris Paul is sneaky this way. He has great timing.
Boy, that was a momentum killer to start last season, wasn't it, Greg? 25-game suspension for DeAndre Ayton.
And he sprained his ankle in his return game. The Suns at full strength, able to win some games. He's obviously a huge part of their future.
And the Suns here with a different look. Crowder, he's checked in for Saric. Johnson comes in for Mikal Bridges. Langston Galloway's checked in for Devin Booker. And it's Payne in for Chris Paul.
You know, so much hype around Ayton. Has that rare combination of NBA-ready body, productivity, and upside.
And Ayton throws it down.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
Akpala, no good. Suns leading by 13. Crowder kicks to Ayton. Offline with his three. And the pass to Achua. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And so it's Phoenix holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Well, recently, Chris Paul talked about adding some...
It sounds so generic to say we have fun.
Yeah, from what we've seen, Greg, these guys naturally get along.
And you add in the guiding hand of Chris Paul. This team can beat anyone on any night because they're so connected.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Suns enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, you have to love what they've done offensively after that first period.
Crushing it, absolutely crushing it. Shooting lights out, building a big lead here early on.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Suns, we've got Kaminsky, Jay Crowder out there with Johnson. Then it's Payne, and it's Galloway in at the two-guard spot.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Tries it from the top of the key. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Phoenix leading by 11. Crowder goes in, and Crowder slams it in.
Don't sleep on Jay Crowder now. He can do that to you every trip down.
Here's Akpala. A three-pointer off the mark. The Suns have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. It's deflected. Now, here's Achua. He's guarded by Kaminsky. The dunk by Achua.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
And the shot's good from Crowder. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there?
That's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way.
Iggy just keeping his head up on his swivel all the time.
Kaminsky kicks to Carter. Kaminsky, the pass to Crowder. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Carter with the three. It's hauled in by the Heat. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And the dunk by Bielitsa.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
He elites and misses.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
And he makes that one. Crowder's got 8 points.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Strus. He can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Crowder. Passes it to Payne. The kick out to Crowder. Looking for Carter. He gets it there. Here's Craig. It's stolen by Dragic. And it's the Heat on the break. Here's Strus. A huge slam. The perfect end of the fast break.
The fast break happened because of the active hands of Goran Dragic. He's a thief.
And Goran Dragic last season coming off the bench for the first time in his 8 years in the league really excelled in that 6-man role.
He did. He's a guy who creates his own offense. He's also a guy who can organize the reserves and keep things flowing. All about finding ways to continue to flourish, and he did it.
So for the Suns, Sharch checked in for Kaminsky. Bridges comes in for Jay Crowder, and it's Devin Booker in for Payne. Here's Adebayo. Some solid defense from Saric.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
The Heat trail by 9. One-on-one here. Here's Adebayo. Booker pulls it in, and stolen by Butler. Nunn finds Ariza. In the corner, Iguodala with it. Butler passes to Adebayo. And the layup falls. He's got 8.
Great floor awareness there by Jimmy Butler, sensing one of his guys is open and gets it to him.
Here's Craig. No good with the triple. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters. Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Phoenix, no good that time either. The Heat trail by 5. Here's Saric, and the rejection by Iguodala.
And Iggy demonstrating his trademark defense yet again. Just a sensational shot blocker.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And it's Iguodala with the jam.
Incredible pass to Iggy. Put it right where he wanted it. Fantastic read by Iggy to exploit the space in the deep.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
You know what? This is a skill set to be able to take the bump and stay on balance after the initial contact.
The Heat shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. And it's Paul penetrating. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And a chance.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. DeAndre Ayton was on fire in the first half. He had 12 points. And that'll...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. DeAndre Ayton has been sensational.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
On the court for the Heat, Trevor Ariza out there with Adebayo. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Nunn in at the point. And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile one block.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
Pass to Bridges. He kicks the ball. Inside. Lets it go with a 3. Bridges' shot. Good. Bridges has got 7.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Butler on the wing. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Chris Paul picks up that one.
What I like about Jimmy Butler, he excels on both ends of the floor.
And as impressive as the numbers were for Jimmy Butler in the bubble, they don't begin to tell the whole story. He was hitting clutch shots for the Heat during that run in the postseason.
Really left alone that time. That's 10 points for Mikal Bridges.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
He gets it in there.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
You know, Greg, going back to Jimmy Butler, it felt like each series he had a few big shots.
I mean, everything you want from your leader. The big shots, motivating others, setting an example with his play. Butler played as well as any leader in the postseason.
Here's Nunn, and the 3 ball is good. Nunn's got 5 points now this quarter.
And right there, I like how Adebayo takes his time, scans the floor, makes the unselfish play.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that. 3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Bridges has got 12 points in just the second half.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way. Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Craig passes to Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
Robinson finds Nunn. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Bridges passes to Craig. Back to Bridges. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended? And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And they're able to recover. Here's Adebayo. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. Paul outside. Feeds to Ayton. Down low, and Booker kicks to Bridges. No good from outside. The Heat trail by 9. And Butler, here we go. Ariza passes to Adebayo. For Phoenix, they've gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third.
And guys, you don't think this fella can do some major damage if he gets an opening to the rim.
GA, they just learned that lesson the hard way. They better put a little bit more effort into their D the next time down.
But the defense has to feel real embarrassed right now. They totally got schooled on that highlight reel play.
Pass to Nunn. 43 seconds left to play here in the third. Ariza finds Robinson. From the arc. Nunn can't get it to fall.
Great perimeter D. Gave a good shooter absolutely no room to operate.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
And the Suns here with a different look. Saric is checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Crowder comes in for Torrey Craig. Johnson, he's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Payne in for Paul.
Not a super athlete, but Dragic with enough grit to draw fouls on the dribble drive.
Langston Galloway's checked in for Phoenix. Both good from the line that time.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. The shot by Crowder, no good. The Heat trail by 14. Butler attacking. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Iguodala's got 3 assists now in this one. It's picked off. It's stolen by Saric. Johnson left side. The 11-footer. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Phoenix up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today. As we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Payne. Dario Saric is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Johnson, and it's Galloway in at the shooting guard. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Butler from outside. The shot off that time, and Phoenix the other way now.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Johnson kicks to Saric. And it's Johnson penetrating. Now the pass to Payne. Just 5 to shoot. The Suns need to get a shot off. And stolen by Bielitsa. Butler passes to Bielitsa. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
He's a dynamic scorer, but Jimmy Butler showing the ability to make plays for others.
And Crowder slams it in. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Butler finds Bielitsa. Stolen. Oh, here we go now. Crowder's got it, the fast break chance. And here they go. Here's Johnson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The first free throw is good. And the Suns making a change here. Carter's checked in. The Heat also with a sub. Adebayo's checked in. Here's Akpala. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Crowder kicks to Saric. Here's Payne to the middle. Here's Carter. That one's not going to go. Some solid defense from Butler.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
And so it's Crowder with it. They'll bring it up for Phoenix. 13-point lead. Carter, that's good.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Good on the shot. 12 points for Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Johnson kicks to Carter. The tray. That doesn't go either for Carter.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead. Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Pass to Payne from deep. And it's Miami with the rebound. That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Jimmy Butler.
If you're defending Jimmy Butler, you got to hit him harder than that.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
The first one falls, and the Suns here with a different look. Andre Ayton's checked in for Saric. Torrey Craig comes in for Johnson. Bridges, he's checked in for Carter. And Chris Paul subbed in for Payne.
A well-rounded player on both ends. You can count on Jay Crowder night in and night out, and you see the value he provides for this team.
Free throw drops for Goran Dragic. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Crowder. Both free throws good from Dragic.
Well, he was a champion in Italy. We see what Dragic has done in the NBA. He's had a solid career, and he's still evolving.
It's stolen by Adebayo.
Explosiveness by Butler, leaping way off the ground for that dunk.
Pass to Craig, and stolen by Ariza. Here's Dragic. They shoot again, and taken away by Paul. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Finished off the break. And the Suns lead by 9.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Robinson kicks to Dragic. Here's Butler. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Craig, good. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. Butler feeling out a bit. From deep three-point range, Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Kicks it out to Paul. Lets it go from deep. Drains the three-pointer.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Suns.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Mikal Bridges.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Stolen by Robinson. And another fast break chance here for the Heat. Here we go. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's what you get from Jimmy Butler. Consistently a tireless worker and driving the ball to the hoop.
And so he makes both from the line. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups.
It's intercepted. From downtown, off target. So it's the Suns winning easily here, even early on in this. The state capital of Utah, dramatic. And let's go.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much.
The Jazz, like Memphis, willing to grind. Thanks, D.A. So here's Miami's starting group. They've got Trevor Ariza. Robinson is out there with Kendrick Nunn. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Butler in at the small forward. And for the Jazz, Bogdanovich out there with O'Neal. Then it's Conley. Then it's Joe Ingles. And it's Gobert in at the center, filling out the middle. Now, here's Ingles. That three off the mark.
And Bam Adebayo demonstrating a refined skill set that belies his nickname. Over 5 assists per game. He's a creator, not just a finisher.
And so it's the Heat getting on the board first. Now Conley. The shot comes out.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Butler banked in off the glass. And the Heat have given Adebayo the leeway to rip and run, baby. Make things happen.
And Kevin, an unselfish player who loves to pass. Even back in high school, playing with lesser talent, he made sure to find the others.
And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
This, to me, is how Butler hurts you. The athleticism, the strength, the body control, draws the whistle, still finishes the play.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And taken with the 30th pick back in 2011, Jimmy Butler went from 15th man in Chicago, riding the end of the bench, to franchise player in the course of 4 seasons.
Outside Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Well, I'll tell you this, Jimmy Butler has got some power in his finishing ability. That's pretty.
And Greg, it seemed in Chicago and Minnesota maybe Jimmy Butler wore out his welcome. Philadelphia, they had him and they had to juggle multiple stars. But, man, Miami, the Heat handed him the keys, and he has taken off.
And, Kevin, he's shown himself worthy, lifting them to a top seed in the East and himself into the MVP conversation.
And then he jams it down right on top of Bojan Bogdanovic.
Oh, how about the talent, the creativity? Butler with the highlight reel attack.
Good ball movement here by the Heat. Here's Adebayo. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, and the defense has been on their back heels with the way they've been running the ball up the floor.
Here's Conley. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
And he overshot that one, missing.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Clarkson, he's checked in for the Jazz. The Heat also with a sub. Dragic has checked in. Conley scanning the floor. Pass to Ingles. Shot to stop the run. Another miss by Utah.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
Well, there's a certain amount of awareness that you're responsible for having when you're Rudy Gobert, and he makes excellent use of his size right there.
Now here's Butler. He's got 11. Over Ingles. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Heat shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
So from the 30th pick in the 2011 draft to one of the elite two-way players in the game, think about every step along the way with the work required by Jimmy Butler. Special stuff.
And that one's good by favorites.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
Dragic, the pass to Butler. Buries it down low. Butler's got 15.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Jazz trail by 15. There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for Miami. Passes it to Bjelica. Kicks it to Butler. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, you see the quick first step, right, guys? Butler catches the defender out of position, gets himself to the charity stripe.
And so Butler nails both of them.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
32 seconds left in the first quarter. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Okpala, the pass to Dragic. And that one, good.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Here's Conley. In tight, he gets the jumper to fall.
Well, there's not a little bit of hesitation with Mike Conley. I know he's slight of frame, but he's thinking, I can score it in the painted area.
Back to Dragic. Pass to Butler. Here's the three. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. It's the Heat, up by 15. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena. You're watching 2K Sports.
These guys work so hard, and they're young.
Well, Greg, it sounds like Butler has found happiness.
You know, people don't talk enough about fit. It's important to be in an organization and a system that maximizes your abilities. Butler is playing some of the best ball in his life and making everyone around him better.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Heat here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Heat, they've got Achua. Iguodala out there with Bielitz. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Strus in at the shooting guard. Here's Iguodala. It's blocked. They retain possession. Jazz trail by 17. Favors in the post. He's covered by Iguodala. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
And stolen by Butler.
It seems to me that over the course of time in this league, Jimmy Butler has learned just about every way there is to draw a whistle. So crafty.
The Heat have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5. For the Jazz, Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Favors. Bogdanovich comes in for Ilyasova. And it's Joe Ingles in for Jordan Clarkson. Ingles with the ball. The pass to Bogdanovich. Back to Ingles. Clock at 6. Niang kicks to O'Neal. Buries the long-range jumper.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. Miami no good on that time either. Jazz trail by 14. And now Utah, fast break. Ingles passes to Bogdanovich. Another shot, and Butler sends it back.
Boy, though he'll never be a blocks leader, Butler has the size and hops to do more of this.
And now Utah, fast break. Here's Gobert, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. They get Andre Iguodala. First trip to the line for him here. The free throw drops for Gobert.
See, I have so much appreciation for the way Rudy Gobert plays the game. This guy takes smart shots on the offensive end. He uses that reach to perfection on the defensive end. He is a defense unto himself.
Mike Conley's checked in for George Niang. Now, here's Adebayo. For the three. Up again. Ingles with the rebound. Goran Dragic is checked in for Robinson. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Jazz. Only given up 6 here in this quarter. Ingles kicks to Conley. Nice ball movement by Utah. He feeds it to Gobert. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Goran Dragic.
Boy, wreaking havoc with his size down there. The stifle tower, Rudy Gobert, assertive, my goodness.
He hits the second from the line.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Here's Nunn. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Conley against Ariza. Conley dishes to Bogdanovich. The shot will not fall. And it's Miami the other way.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
With strong athleticism, Adebayo can finish just about any lob with his large catch radius.
It's tipped. Pass to Nunn. Ariza with the bucket. And the Heat lead by 17.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's his first trip to the line. First one falls for him.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Derek Favors checked in for Utah. Clarkson comes in for Joe Ingles. And Miami also making a switch. Strus is checked in. Conley with it. He's picked up by Ariza. The Jazz again can't hit it.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to...
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Jazz shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And the technical free throw is good.
The one thing with Clarkson, sometimes he can get a little out of control, and he does a tremendous job creating offense and putting himself in a position to attack.
Favors passes to Bogdanovich. Connects from 3-point range. Just 4 seconds left in the first half of the game. And so it's Miami out in front by... Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. What a start for Jimmy Butler. He had 21 points, 2 block shots, and that'll...
wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
His penetration was a real problem for them. And then, of course, the monster finishes at the cup.
Conley out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Rudy Gobert. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic. And it's O'Neal in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. And they pick up 2.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
And it's Conley penetrating. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, Mike Conley, slight of frame, but the intention is there and finishes with contact.
Back to Ariza. Passes to Nunn. Now here's Adebayo. Ariza with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovic. Ariza with the bucket.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Jazz trail by 19. Here's Conley. And he banks in the layup. Conley's got 6.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Now, here is O'Neal. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. On the wing, Ingles. Back to O'Neal. Lays it up and banks it in. 5 points in the game.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Butler with the ball. Now guarded by Bogdanovic. Ariza with the bucket. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Jazz passing it around. Ingles. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Ingles has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Butler deciding where to go with it.
Come to me.
Over Bogdanovic. And it's Butler missing. And it's Conley with the ball for the Utah Jazz. Down by 15. And Ilyasova kicks to Conley. Six to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Miami with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game is 21.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Well, terrific floor awareness from the crafty swingman. Jimmy Butler playing the role of facilitator.
Here's Gobert. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. They get Andre Iguodala. The Jazz shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. And the Jazz with some changes. Derek Favors checked in for Bogdanovic. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Joe Ingles. In transition, here comes Miami. The dunk by Achua.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Conley gets the bucket.
Boy, you've got to love when Mike Conley shoots it with confidence, goes to the catch and shoot game. All right, Mike.
Here's Okpala. To the paint. Shots good by Achua. Achua's got 4 points in the quarter.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Conley and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You can see that defenders try to play with a level of physicality against Mike Conley, but this guy's such a tough competitor, he'll get to the line.
O'Neal's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And Miami with a change here, too. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Achua. Pass to Bielitsa. Here's Strus. Now the feed to Iguodala. And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
Don't make any mistake. Andre Iguodala's been around a while, but the hops are still part of the game.
And there's the pass to O'Neal. Now the dish to Ilyasova. The layup missed. The Heat leading by 18. Pass to Okpala. Ball going up court. The finish. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Well, this is their pace. This is exactly how they want to play. A little fast, a little loose. I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Here's O'Neal. Favors dishes to Ilyasova. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Goes up again, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
This, to me, is when Clarkson is at his best. When he's pushing the action, being aggressive, it carries over to the rest of the team, guys.
And both free throws good for Clarkson. 12 seconds left in the third quarter. Dragic the pass to Ariza. Stolen by O'Neal. And here's Conley outside. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Miami Heat. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for the Heat, they've got Robinson. Bielitsa is out there with Trevor Ariza. Then there's Iguodala. And it's Dragic in at the 1. Iguodala, no good. Jazz trail by 15, and the Jazz pushing it up now. Favors dishes to Clarkson. Shoots from the line, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
During that break, Eric Spoelstra had some words for his team. He told them, look, we're in a good spot. The one thing I want you guys to do, stay in the moment. Don't look ahead. Stay in the moment and compete. Kevin, we'll see if they can keep focused.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Dragic finds Ariza. Back to Robinson. Ariza outside. Launches a 3. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Robinson's got 4 assists in the game.
You know this. You better honor Trevor Ariza if he's beyond the arc. He is more than happy to fire away.
Conley gets the bucket.
That's his second make from distance this half after hitting none before that.
The Heat leading by 12. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul. And the Jazz making a change here. Ingles is checked in. Kendrick Nunn, he's checked in for the Heat. Knocked loose. Conley, the pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, terrific movement from the big man. Rudy Gobert starting to master the screen and roll.
Bogdanovich against Ariza. Here's Butler. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Jazz trail by 10. From deep, Ingles. Ariza with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Butler with the ball. He's picked up by O'Neal. He had stolen by Ingles. And now Utah, fast break. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, how about the court awareness from Bogdanovich showing off his ability to find the open man, Kev?
And Nunn has got the ball here for the Heat. Deflects the pass. Butler dishes to Robinson. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 4th assist in this one.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
No one near Conley as he lets it go. Passes it to O'Neal. He kicks to Ingles. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3. O'Neal misses. The Heat leading by 10. Butler passes to Ariza. Good ball movement here by Miami. Shots good from Butler. Butler's got 25 points in the game.
Over the course of time, the elevation in Jimmy Butler's game has been incredible. This guy is lethal offensively.
Conley. Another miss by Utah. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Outside Butler. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
Boy, Butler took a pretty good hit there, but has the strength and the coordination to finish it. That's pretty.
It's good.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Butler against O'Neal. Gobert with the block.
An intimidating force who continues to wipe away shots with ease. Go to work, Rudy Gobert.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Miami.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jimmy Butler.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
And here is Butler. Michael Conley getting his 3 to go. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Boy, I love to watch Jimmy Butler work in the post. High activity level. Hard not to foul that guy.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 9-point ball game here.
Well, you love a guy who gets himself to the line, takes his time, and makes the free throws. Complete professional.
Conley's shot is off. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Butler finds Ariza. Gobert with the block. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Ingles with the ball. Nunn grabs the board. Now here's Adebayo. And so it's Miami winning this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and It's ended up.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Chris.
Thank you, D.A. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's Chris Paul, and it's Craig in at the 4. And for the Jazz, we've got Conley. O'Neal is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Joe Ingles, and it's Gobert in at center. Bridges, good, and a nice assist from Booker. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position. He has a standing reach of 9'7". Gobert making that play look routine.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. So it's Utah now. The Suns getting the bucket. Ingles passes to Gobert. Shoots in deep. And that one drops for him. Gobert's got his second bucket.
Rudy Gobert getting it done off contact. Love the increase in his focus on the offensive end.
Now here's Bogdanovich. Can't cash in from close range. Fast break, here come the Suns. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow.
And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path. And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
It's stolen by Gobert. Bogdanovich dishes to Gobert.
And his teammates appreciate the unselfishness. Bogdanovich willing to get it to his open guys.
And stolen by Bogdanovich. Here's Gobert over Ayton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And we know the story. Booker moving from Michigan to Mississippi to live with his father and develop his skills.
And 4:30 a.m. alarms to train on the beach before the summer sun, getting to practice 2 hours early and staying late. Booker, not a freak athlete, so he had to work harder and drill the fundamentals.
Sharch checked in for Torrey Craig.
And a strong showing of physical strength there from Ayton. Defenders have their hands full when he's around the rim.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Bridges finds Booker. And the Suns get it back. Paul for 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Conley the pass to O'Neal. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
I like Gobert's attack mentality around the rim. You can tell he loves to throw it down.
Here's Sharch. Good. And a nice assist from Booker.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Lets it fly. Got a piece of it.
And you can't be careless around Saric. When he's on you, he is looking to send that one back.
Gobert can't hit.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
And yes, it's good. Paul's got 5.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
And Sharch kicks to Ayton. Bridges for 3. Back to Paul. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Bridges, no one around him. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Conley dishes to Bogdanovich, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Derek Favors checked in for Conley. Ilyasova comes in for Bogdanovich. George Niang, he's checked in for Royce O'Neal. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Joe Ingles. Jazz trail by 3. Here's Niang. And the shot goes down.
This is basketball 101. This is the size mismatch you look to create.
Here's Crowder. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
A well-rounded player on both ends. You can count on Jay Crowder night in and night out. And you see the value he provides for this team.
And both free throws good from Crowder. 11 seconds left to play here in the first. Outside Conley. Just 3 on the clock. Johnson with the block. That shot no good. We'll return shortly. When it comes to the art of providing leadership, CP3.
The guys on the team already tell me.
Well said. He does a great job of keeping everyone involved and on the same page.
And Kevin, he practices what he preaches. He plays the right way and motivates his teammates to do the same.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. Guys, what's your take so far on the Suns?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified the right matchups, and the execution is there.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Suns, we've got Johnson. Frank Kaminsky is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Payne, and it's Galloway in at the shooting guard.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
What you love about Crowder, he gives you a little bit of everything at both ends.
I mean, defensively, he'll take on anybody. He's smart, draws a lot of charges. Offensively, he can stretch the floor, and he'll make the extra pass. He's also an opportunistic rebounder.
And the Suns making a change here. Carter's checked in. Payne's shot is good.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
Here is Conley. Shoots over Payne. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Conley. Phoenix has gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Passes it to Kaminsky. He feeds it to Crowder. Got it. Good job in the low post.
He's a power player. That's Crowder's game once he gets inside.
Here's Favors. Some solid defense from Johnson. Phoenix leading by 4. Crowder finds Johnson. Here's Payne. The three-pointer, no good. Jazz have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. A shot by Clarkson, no good. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Phoenix Suns. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Here's Craig. It's deflected. And now Clarkson pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
We've talked about it before. Unselfish, great awareness. Ingles willing to turn down the shot if someone can break free.
And here's Booker from the arc. No good on that one. And it's Utah the other way. Now Clarkson lays it up off the glass. Now just a 1-point Phoenix lead.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Outside Carter. Ilyasova comes up with the rebound. Utah's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Clarkson entering the league as a second-round pick, a little unsung for most of his career, but always seems to find a way to contribute.
For the Jazz, Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Favors. And O'Neal subbed in for Ilyasova. And for the Suns, Andre Ayton's checked in for Saric. Mikal Bridges comes in for Kaminsky. And it's Paul in for Carter.
One of his signature moves right there. CP3 has perfected the art of creating off the drive.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
84%. That's what he was able to convert on a season ago from the line.
Langston Galloway's checked in for Devin Booker. And he makes both free throws.
He's in attack mode, drawing contact now, getting to the line, something he didn't do at all in the first quarter.
That one goes. Counted. And it's 6 points for DeAndre Ayton.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Clarkson, and the layup's good off the glass. Clarkson's got the lead up to 1 now for the Jazz.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
The Jazz working the ball around now. For Phoenix, they've gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Here's Craig. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Now, here's Clarkson, guarded closely.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And that's the one thing about Chris Paul. Once he gets out into transition, very difficult to stop.
Clarkson passes to Bogdanovich. It could go. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Some incredible work in this one by Rudy Gobert. He had 16 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 steal. He was on the... And that's a wrap.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
O'Neal is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Conley, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Ingles in at the 2 guard. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. The Suns trailing. For 3, Bridges. Here's Craig. That's tipped.
Great awareness by Bogdanovich, working hard to come up with the block.
And here is Bridges over O'Neal. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Devin Booker. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right.
You won't find many players with the quickness of Mike Conley. He can dice you up.
Bridges shot. Good.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
That one, no good. Some solid defense from Ayton. Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
Excellent footwork there. Booker, so tricky on the drive. You can't predict what he's going to do.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
This is his first free throw of the game. And he makes the first for the Jazz. Derek Favors checked in for Rudy Gobert. Ilyasova comes in for Joe Ingles. And it's George Niang in for O'Neal.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Here's Saric. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Saric has got his second basket of the night.
And how about capitalizing there in close? Saric has the touch to take advantage from just about anywhere.
Count the basket.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Johnson kicks to Payne. Back to Johnson. The pass to Payne. Stolen by Conley. Bogdanovich dishes to Conley. Here's Favors. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Favors has got his first points of the night.
Finding a man wide open, Mike Conley does an exceptional job of leading this team.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
This is the consistency he was looking for in the first half. Just took him a while to heat up.
Feeds it to Crowder. Payne passes to Crowder. Here's Saric. He's covered by Favors. And here's Johnson outside. Knocks down the 3 ball. Johnson's got it all tied up now for Phoenix.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
The Jazz have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. 1:33 left here in the third quarter. Here's Conley. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
He's so strong. Jay Crowder overcoming physical defense with great power and body control.
Conley, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
For Utah, they have made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. Free throw good, Conley.
What I appreciate about Conley, the assist to turnover ratio for his career has been outstanding.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Gobert comes in for Derek Favors. And it's Clarkson in for George Niang. And for the Suns, Kaminsky, he's checked in for Saric. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Carter. Crowder, the pass to Payne. Makes it off the glass. Payne's got 5 points so far.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Got a hand on it. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
The Suns have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. And the Jazz with some changes. O'Neal comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Joe Ingles in for Mike Conley. Phoenix also making some changes. DeAndre Ayton comes in for Jay Crowder. And it's Devin Booker in for Cameron Payne. Pass to Ilyasova. The Jazz working the ball around now. Clarkson passes to O'Neal. 6 on the shot clock. And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Gobert.
What a game for Rudy. We don't expect this every night, but it's an encouraging sign.
And it's Ayton missing. Now, here is O'Neal. Gobert with it. Over Kaminsky. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Bridges out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Galloway in at the small forward. Torrey Craig. He's checked in for the Suns. For 3, Booker. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 4 assists in the game. Here's O'Neal. The offensive rebound. Bogdanovich. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Gobert. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Gobert's got 20 points.
A much more physical player now than when he first entered the league. Gobert powering it home.
Chalk up 2 there.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
O'Neal passes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
You know he's pulling his weight, but they still find themselves behind.
And there's Bridges on the assist by Ayton. Ayton's got 4 assists now tonight.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
O'Neal passes to Bogdanovich. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Yeah, the length and height of Bogdanovich is impressive. Outstanding at slamming it down there when he got the chance.
From deep, it's stolen by Gobert. And now Utah, fast break. Clarkson kicks to Ingles. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Phoenix leading by 8. Ahead, here's Booker.
Oh, did you see that?
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stud. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Gobert can't hit. It's stolen by Gobert. Goes back up. Rejected by Booker. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Paul's running. Bridges inside the three-point line. Ayton finds Booker. Here's Craig. Back to Ayton. Stolen by O'Neal. Gobert with it. Now guarded by Ayton. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Quality offense. Ingles does a great job of controlling the pace and very unselfish.
Knocked away. Paul passes to Craig. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
Here's Clarkson. Score of the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
The shot's good from Paul. And the Suns lead by 10.
And the thing about Paul, despite his listed size, he's comfortable operating inside.
And the basket by Ingles.
He has to show real leadership out there and take this game into his own hands because he's shooting the ball well.
Craig, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
For them, the first half was maybe more of a filling out process. Now it's winning time.
Michael Conley, he's checked in for Utah. 1:19 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. Passes it to Bridges. From outside, off the mark.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here's Ingles, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
Nice job by Ingles. Competes hard, tough. He's a glue guy. He helps keep this team together.
Well, a huge bucket there to strike with the crowd.
Yeah, very little to cheer about for them at the moment.
And it's Conley with the ball for the Jazz. 9-point game. Out of bounds. It will go to the Suns.
That's what happens when nothing goes your way. You start to lose focus, and it makes matters worse.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. Smith finds Galloway. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. The 3. The Suns keeping it alive. A new 14. And they'll keep possession. The 3 ball. Drills the 3-pointer. Galloway has got the lead up to 12 now for Phoenix.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
On offense, here are the Suns. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Smith kicks to Galloway. There's the pass to Carter. Back to Galloway. Baseline try. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
So it's the Suns winning easily here. And with pregame routines coming to an end.
Hey, Kevin,
Everyone talks about the Heat culture. It is special. David, thank you. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Then it's Chris Paul. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Craig in at the 4 spot. And for Miami, Bam Adebayo is out there with Trevor Ariza. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Kendrick Nunn. And it's Butler in at the 3 slot. Now here's Paul. Lets it go from deep. No good from Booker. Now Butler. Pass to Nunn. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. On offense, here are the Suns. The pass to Paul. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Booker outside. Back to Paul. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Booker with no one around. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. Greg, we've got 2 terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me harken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside, bro. We're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Back to Nunn. Ariza passes to Nunn. 5 to shoot. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
That is not a simple finish by any means. Adebayo had to keep his focus. Makes the D think twice about getting physical with him.
Free throw good. Adebayo. Now here's Paul. And Booker kicks to Craig. Booker outside. This one for 3. The Suns keeping it alive. A new 14. Craig passes to Paul. Now Booker. The 3, just 5 on the clock. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Booker's got 5 now.
The always aware Chris Paul, one of the great passers in history. There's another assist.
Outside Ariza. Robinson passes to Ariza. Paul against Nunn. Miami needs to get a shot off. Butler from outside. And it's Ayton with the rebound. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That is his first foul of the game. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Bridges finds Paul. And here is Bridges, defended by Butler.
Ill-advised pass on that one, guys. I mean, he had to know there was a man there in position to get that turnover. Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Down low, here's Craig. Booker the pass to Paul. The tray. That's good from Booker on the assist by Paul. Booker's got a couple of threes now in the first for Phoenix. Pass to Nunn. Jacks up a three. Phoenix grabs the miss.
You know, you think back to DeAndre Ayton's college career, he demonstrated three-point range. And while he's eager to show that in the NBA, the Suns want him to attack the rim.
Craig kicks to Booker. Inside. Craig passes to Booker. A three-pointer off the mark. The Heat trail by 3. Here's Butler. Bridges with the board.
And Monty Williams said, offensively, Ayton's got to be 80%.
Oh, please. Wow, the elevation, the creativity, highlight reel finish by Devin Booker.
And Miami going with a whole new group out there. And the Suns here with a different look. Saric is checked in for Ayton. Jay Crowder comes in for Torrey Craig. Johnson, he's checked in for Bridges. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Chris Paul. Dragic kicks to Bjelica. And stolen by Payne. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Phoenix shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. And that one falls for Johnson. The Suns making a switch here. Galloway's checked in, so Johnson hits 2 of them.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Dragic with it, working on Payne. Dragic the pass to Achua. Here's Okpala. He's guarded by Johnson. He lobs it up. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. It's stolen by Dragic. One-on-one here. To end the run, Okpala. Shot will go.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Payne finds Crowder.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
54 seconds left in the first. Dragic looking for an opening. Over to the left wing. Back to Bjelica. Shoots over Payne. A second chance effort. Shots good by Achua.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
On the wing, Johnson fires the 3. Saric on the follow.
That's what you call getting to the right spot at the right time. Tremendous awareness from Dario Saric.
The Heat trail by 8. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. Johnson with it. Pass to Payne. Up in time. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Phoenix Suns. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing. And if you're wondering whether players watch the standings, check.
One thing we have to do is stop comparing ourselves.
You know, Greg, he makes a great point. Even when you have mostly the same guys, every season is different.
And if you're a coach, it'll give you gray hairs trying to preach that to your players. Many guys don't believe it until they're in it and then have to dig themselves out of a hole.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
On the court for the Suns, they've got Frank Kaminsky. Carter out there with Payne. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Saric in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instinct. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
Dragic with it, now guarded by Crowder. And Crowder comes up to help. Pass to Strus. Clock at 6. And Bielitsa kicks to Dragic. No good on the triple. Suns leading by 8. Crowder goes in over Bielitsa. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
That's Jay Crowder demonstrating how strong he is. He's dominating the defense with his ability to play through contact.
And the Suns here with a different look. Andre Ayton's checked in for Saric. Bridges comes in for Frank Kaminsky. Booker, he's checked in for Carter. And it's Paul in for Cameron Payne. None against Paul. Feeds it to Iguodala. Bridges with the steal. And now Crowder running the floor all by himself. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist from Crowder. Paul's got the lead up to 13 now for the Suns.
And Doris, Mikal Bridges, how about 2 national titles in the 3 seasons at Villanova? Got better each and every year.
And think about in his junior season, he becomes one of only 8 major conference players in college basketball history to average 1 block and 1.5 steals while also shooting over 40% from three-point range. Boy, that is the perfect resume for a 3-and-D wing.
Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for the Suns. Ayton, the pass to Bridges. Now here's Booker. From outside the arc, good on the three-point shot. Booker's got 14.
Well, this is where Booker can really hurt you. Very capable and confident three-point shooter. Go ahead, Devin.
And the pass to Nunn. He dishes it to Ariza. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Again, the miss by the Heat.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Kicks it out to Ariza. Heat moving the ball around. Adebayo. And the shot is long.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Boy, Butler took a pretty good hit there, but has the strength and the coordination to finish it. That's pretty.
Booker outside. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by the Heat.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Butler up top. He's covered by Ayton. 13 feet away. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And this is the level of intensity Adebayo brings. He's terrific at channeling that energy on the offensive glass.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And Miami making a change here. Okpala's checked in. And for the Suns, Kaminsky is checked in for Torrey Craig. Johnson comes in for Bridges. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Paul. Here's Okpala, and they convert it last on attempt number 3.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And stolen by Butler. And here they come. Robinson finds none. It's deflected and stolen by Ayton. Pass to Kaminsky. And here's Booker from the arc. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the inside. Here's Okpala. Johnson with some nice D. And they're moving it up. Here's Booker. Terrific assist, a nice finish, solid play all around.
There are few people in the league that are more scary when they start to find their rhythm than Devin Booker, and he's cooking right now.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Out in front at the half is Phoenix. They lead by 14. Kenny, how'd you see it? And that...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for Miami, they've got Jimmy Butler, Kendrick Nunn out there with Robinson. Then it's Trevor Ariza, and it's Adebayo in at the 5, roaming the paint.
What a connection DeAndre Ayton has with his guys. Great timing on the alley-oop.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, really strong offensive thrust there, but then how about the defense able to negate that attack?
For Miami, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. And so Butler nails both of them.
Well, you simply must respect the intelligence and all-around skill of Jimmy Butler. This guy has become elite on both ends of the floor, and he's done it by putting in the work.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game. What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Suns.
Well, Devin Booker is known as a scorer, but this guy will find you if you're open.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter.
Man, such an easy release for Devin Booker. Doesn't have to elevate that much to get that shot off.
And what that means, Greg, is that smooth stroke translates into the three-point shootout. Booker with the all-time record, 28 points in a round. That leads to a victory in 2018 in that contest. That was special. Well, you cannot let Mikal Bridges get into the paint because he's going to hammer it home when you do.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Strus is checked in, and it's Dragic in for Kendrick Nunn. And for the Suns, Saric is checked in for DeAndre Ayton. And it's Carter in for Booker. Catching up on the changes with Miami. Achua, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Bielitsa comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Iguodala in for Jimmy Butler. Jay Crowder's checked in for Phoenix. Cameron Payne comes in for Paul. Near the three-point line, it's Dragic, kept alive. Now, here's Achua, covered by Saric, 6 to shoot. Iguodala draws the double. Here's Strus. And he can't stop the run as he misses. For Phoenix, they've gone as spotless. 6 of 6 from the field since taking the court here in the second half.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Iguodala, no good.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David.
And how about the court awareness there? Dragic, fantastic job spotting the wide open teammate.
Suns leading by 22. Here's Galloway. It's hauled in by the Heat. Achua's got 4 rebounds in this game. Bielitsa passes to Strus. And here is Bielitsa. Right side, Dragic. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Here's Akpala. Saric grabs the board. For Phoenix, they've gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. Payne finds Galloway. Johnson a wide open look, and the Suns miss again. Miami's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. It's Bielitsa. Shot's good by Achua. Achua's got 8.
What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter. Galloway, the pass to Saric. Here's Galloway. Back to Payne. Galloway kicks to Payne. There's the triple. Nailed from three-point land.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Yeah, easy call.
The Heat shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And the first one at the line is good. Both teams deciding to change it up. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
And here is Ayton. 6 points for him. Paul passes to Johnson. Launches it. Off target with that shot. And so it's the Phoenix Suns sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the 4th. Booker and Johnson fill out the wings. Andre Ayton out there with Kaminsky, and it's Paul in at the point. Passes it to Nunn. Ariza outside to the paint and taken away by Paul. 3-on-3. Here's Booker, and it's good. He's made 2 for every one he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
Boy, just tremendous focus from Devin Booker on the interior. It matters not if he's facing size. Look out.
Ariza kicks to Nunn. Butler passes to Adebayo. Now Butler. Shot clock at 6. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. But boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. And a new group getting ready for Miami. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Adebayo. Iguodala comes in for Jimmy Butler. Robinson's checked in for Kendrick Nunn. And Vincent subbed in for Trevor Ariza. Phoenix also making some changes. Smith checked in for 8. Torrey Craig comes in for Johnson. And it's Carter in for Paul. And the layup's good off the glass. Craig's got his first basket of the night.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Vincent the pass to Achua. Dishes to Dedmon. It's stolen by Kaminsky. Throws it up high, and it's Smith finishing it off.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. It's stolen by Carter. Smith on the wing. Ball stolen. Here's Achua. The dunk by Achua.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play. Then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Smith, Dedmon with the block. Tries to save it, and Phoenix turns it over again. The Heat making a switch here. Akpala's checked in, and the Suns making a change here as well. Langston Galloway's checked in for Booker. Here's Iguodala. Pass to Akpala. Here's Vincent. Heat moving the ball around. Puts it up from 15. But he recovers it. Iguodala outside. Shot clock at 5. Second chance shot. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Suns.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Devin Booker.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
And Miami making a change here. Strus is checked in. And a change for the Suns. Payne's checked in. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Now here's Kaminsky. Dedmon defending. They get it again. A second chance effort. The pass to Galloway. Iguodala with it. Kaminsky's there. Iguodala deciding where to go with it. Now Kaminsky. It's tipped. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. And here's the break. Vincent misses. Phoenix controlling this game. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Back to Carter. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Iguodala outside. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't...
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our... his opening lineup. Bogdanovich out there with Rudy Gobert. Then it's O'Neal. Then it's Conley. And it's Ingles in at the shooting guard. And for Miami, they've got Robinson. Trevor Ariza out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Nunn in at the point. The Jazz working the ball around now. Back to Ingles. Conley, the pass to Bogdanovich. Just 5 on the clock. Gobert uses the glass to finish the layup. Gobert's got the first points of the night for the Jazz. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Pass to Ingles. And Bogdanovich kicks to Ingles. O'Neal dishes to Conley. Bogdanovich passes to Conley. And here is Ingles. Here's Gobert. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Gobert's got his second basket.
I like that play by Joe Ingles. Doesn't have anything he wants. Keeps the ball moving.
O'Neal with it. Butler covering. And the dunk by O'Neal.
In the flick of a switch, going from defense to offense.
That was great anticipation on the steal. A gamble that paid off.
Ariza has the open look. Got it from 16 feet.
Such an accurate shooter off the pass. Ariza, a quick thinker who knows he can score in those situations.
Fires from 18. No good. Shot missing. And it's Miami the other way. Here's Butler. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Michael Conley picks one up.
From the 30th pick in the draft to perennial all-star, Jimmy Butler has come a long way in a short period of time.
And so Butler nails both of them.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Here is Conley. The pass to Gobert. Over Adebayo. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Butler. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And that'll tie this game up.
If you're defending Jimmy Butler, you got to hit him harder than that.
Nunn against Conley. Over Ariza. Another miss by Utah.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
And you talk about guys who play with that chip on their shoulder. Bam Adebayo has not forgotten he was cut from the U.S. national team in 2019.
And Greg, in fact, he told those close to him they will pay. A little extra motivation, fuel for the fire.
Ingles passes to Gobert. Looking to end the run. Kicks it to Bogdanovich. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Gotta be up on Bogdanovich. When you aren't, he catches and fires away.
Ariza outside. It's stolen by Ingles. Bogdanovich with it. Now defended by Adebayo. Here's Gobert. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Jazz shooting their first foul shots of the night here. And he knocks down the first one.
He's a great defender. He's improved his scoring. Rudy Gobert has put a lot of work into his body and game.
And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. Then for the Jazz, Ilyasova, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Niang comes in for Royce O'Neal. And it's Clarkson in for Joe Ingles. Outside Conley. Pass to Ilyasova. Out to Conley. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. And there's Ilyasova on the assist by Gobert.
Good find, and one of Gobert's advantages as a passer, he can see over everyone's head.
We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
To the middle, cuts off the pass. And another fast break chance here for the Heat. Here we go. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
In transition, here comes Miami. Akpala. Shot will go.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Clarkson passes to Gobert. The feed to Ilyasova. Sinks that one from the post. And here are the Heat now. It's a 3-point game. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Dragic, and he uses the glass on the lane.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Utah Jazz. And Ilyasova kicks to Niang. Conley the pass to Gobert. And Utah turns it over again. Dragic taking his time here. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here.
Beautiful vision to find the open man. Gorn leading by example.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. It's the Heat. They lead by 7. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And when you consider how the Heat are doing, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. We've got Ilyasova, Conley out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Favors, and it's Niang in at the small forward. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. The Heat leading by 7. Passes it to Bielitsa. Rebounded by Clarkson.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Clarkson's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Jazz. Outside Dragic. Now here's Achua. He's covered by Favors.
The long reach of Favors have a real impact, especially when he leaves the ground quickly in time for blocks.
Dragic the pass to Achua. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Whoa, hammering it in.
Man, that's a big dude. But Derek Favors shrugging off contact and helping his team.
Outside Dragic. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Adebayo is checked in for Achua. Butler comes in for Bielitsa. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Goran Dragic. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Strus's shot is good.
I love how Jimmy Butler let the play develop, how he's learned to trust his vision.
Pass to Bogdanovic. And Favors kicks to Bogdanovic. Now the pass to Clarkson. From down in the low post, it goes. Clarkson's got 4 points in the quarter.
And his teammates appreciate the unselfishness. Bogdanovich willing to get it to his open guys.
Nunn passes to Adebayo. Count that one. Adebayo's got the lead back up to 9 now for the Heat.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Back to Ingles. 6 to shoot. Here's Bogdanovich. It's hauled in by the Heat. Butler with the ball. Favors picks him up. And Butler, here we go. And slam dunk by Butler.
I love that about Jimmy Butler. Sees a little bit of daylight, takes it, and slams it.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
That's it, and the Miami lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Clarkson.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Nunn can't get it to fall. For Utah, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Here's O'Neal. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
Can't be that easy for him. Got to body him up down low.
And you have other methods as well. You could deny or you can just front the post.
Bounce pass from Iguodala. Over Bogdanovich. The Heat get it back. And a new 14. Adebayo passes to Iguodala. Here's Butler. He hits it from 9. Butler's got 8 points.
This is where Jimmy Butler really does his best work, when he can use his length and strength to full advantage.
Here's Favors. And it's Iguodala with the rebound. And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Strus has got the lead up to 11 now for Miami.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And, you know, Clarkson entering the league as a second-round pick, a little unsung for most of his career, but always seems to find a way to contribute.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Gobert, he's checked in for Favors. Ilyasova comes in for Bogdanovich. George Niang, he's checked in for O'Neal. And it's Conley in for Joe Ingles. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Ariza no luck. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Hits it from 3-point range. Clarkson's got 11 here in this quarter alone. And so it's Miami with their lead standing. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. And in the city of Miami, plenty of recreation, I guess you could say.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You gotta like what Jordan Clarkson has done in this game.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Kendrick Nunn out there with Robinson. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Ariza in at the power forward. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. Miami leading by 6. Nunn kicks to Butler. Nunn passes to Ariza. Robinson against Ingles. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Ariza. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Over in the corner, Conley. Inside. Here's Gobert. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
The length of Gobert causes the defense plenty of problems. He's very clever at drawing fouls on his shots.
And Gobert drops them both. Heat shooting around 60% of the night. Amazing work offensively so far. Here's Nunn. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Passes it to Ingles from deep. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 3 assists tonight.
When in rhythm, Ingles can put on a clinic. Knocks down the long ball. Gives the defense something extra to think about.
Back to Adebayo. Butler passes to Adebayo. Good ball movement here by Miami. Here's Ariza. Gets it to fall from the right block.
And right there, I like how Adebayo takes his time, scans the floor, makes the unselfish play.
Pass to O'Neal. 3-pointer. And stolen by Butler. Now running up the court, Robinson pushing it up. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Achua, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. And it's Bielitsa in for Butler. And a switcher also for Utah. Ilyasova, he's checked in for O'Neal. Ilyasova finds Bogdanovic. Robinson with it. Now defended by Gobert. Ariza no luck.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
Back to Conley. Puts one up from 19. The shot is good off the backboard. Conley's got his first points of the game.
What you like about Conley, he has a nice assortment of shots in that mid-range area. I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
Gobert can't hit. For Miami, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Robinson on the mark with the 15-footer. And the Heat lead by 4.
I like that approach, playing inside out, forcing the defense to scramble.
Conley feeling it out. And it's off from 3-point range. In transition, here comes Miami. Offensive rebound. Achua, no good. Jazz trail by 4. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Another miss by Utah. For Miami, they've gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Ariza with it. Now defended by Gobert. Shots good by Achua.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Conley dishes to Gobert. Shoots over Achua. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Conley. Conley's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. 1:16 left to play in the third. Nunn finds Bielitsa. Down low. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Playing at his tempo, his pace. He's been dialed in all night.
And it's Conley with the ball for the Jazz. The pass to Gobert. Here's Ariza. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And now an 8-point Heat lead.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Here's Gobert. It's hauled in by Achua. Achua's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Gobert, the pass to Ilyasova. Back to Gobert, and the Jazz can't hang on to the ball. And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. Utah also making some changes. Derek Favors checked in for Gobert. George Niang comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Joe Ingles. The shot by Butler, nobody around.
Come on.
Again, the miss by the Heat. Feeds it to Clarkson. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got his 5th assist in this one. Here's Dragic from outside. No good. And so it's Miami with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on his heels.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Taking a look at the Jazz. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Conley. Then it's O'Neal. Then there's Favors. And it's Niang in at the 4-man position. Inside, Iguodala. Banked in off the glass.
Superior muscle from Iggy on that possession there. Just a stellar job using his girth.
And Favors kicks to Clarkson. Lets it go. Offensive rebound. Back to Favors. Tries again. And he sinks the layup.
One of the foremost offensive rebounders in the game. Favors always in pursuit.
Butler goes in. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. Rudy Gobert, who's checked in for Utah. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Clarkson taking his time here. Conley against Dragic. 5 to shoot. Offline with his 3.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And Miami has possession. Here's Clarkson. Out to Conley. Pass to O'Neal. Here's Gobert. Great D that time from Iguodala. Miami leading by 6. Dragic with it. He's picked up by O'Neal. They grab their own miss. Count that one.
He's not afraid of contact. Dragic showing he can take the hit, still finish on the drive.
Gobert down low. He's covered by Iguodala. Scooped up. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Favors has got 4 points this quarter. He'd have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Here's Adebayo. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
You're going to have to foul Bam a lot harder than that if you want to prevent the N1.
Bogdanovich is checked in for Derek Favors. And here is Conley. Good work there as it goes.
And that's where Conley is most dangerous. Just amazing quickness on his way to the rack.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
And the Jazz making a change here. Ingles is checked in. Jazz trail by 10. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Outside Conley, 16 feet away. And Gobert kicks to Conley. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. And here are the Heat now. They've led by as many as 11 points. Dragic against Conley. Dragic the pass to Adebayo. And now Utah, fast break. Here's O'Neal. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
And here's the fast break, and so they choose to intentionally foul. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And here's Conley outside. Again, Conley missing.
Low percentage shot from long range. Terrible decision, especially when you still have a chance to win this.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yes, getting a little ahead of himself on that play. Gobert looking comfortable stepping into the spotlight right now.
Robinson passes to Adebayo. Conley with it, now guarded by Dragic, pushing it up. Now here's Gobert. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Conley kicks to Bogdanovich. Bounce pass Conley. Stolen by Robinson. And here we go. It's Butler. And Adebayo gets it to go on the assist by Butler. And the Heat lead by 6.
You see the offense coming around for Adebayo. Entered the league with raw skills, but he's had the benefit of great coaching.
Stepping up big, Gobert showing why he's considered a cornerstone for this franchise.
And it's Adebayo with the ball for Miami. Here's Ariza. Sinks that one from the post.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Second shot opportunity. That one, no good. Great D that time from Adebayo. And so they foul intentionally. Jimmy Butler. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups.
Passes to Vincent. Here's Akpala. Lets it go with the 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Thomas gets a wide open look. No good. And so it's Miami winning this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it. And is that
Kevin, thanks very
Oh, they're getting closer. Thanks, DA. The starters for the Utah Jazz. We've got Joe Ingles. O'Neal is out there at Bogdanovich. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. And for the Suns, Booker and Bridges are the wings. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Craig in at the 4. Eldorus, it should be an interesting matchup in the low post. How do you see the battle of the bigs playing out in this one tonight?
Boy, what a classic low post strength-on-strength contest we are in for tonight. Now, that's more the exception than the norm these days. Well, I'll tell you what, you give me some skilled big men on the box doing work, I'm all about that. Boy, what a strong take on the N1. Chris Paul understands with a level of toughness, you can make things happen.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Free throw drops for Paul. And here is Conley. Pass to Ingles. Back to Conley. Gobert against Ayton. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Boy, that is just too easy. As Gobert gets this close, forget about it.
Ayton with it. He's picked up by O'Neal. And it Sent back by O'Neal. And it's Conley penetrating. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Conley's got his second basket of the game.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
And that one's good, Ayton.
And right there you see Devin Booker's feel for the game. This guy knows exactly when to give it up.
Now here's Conley. Gobert finds Ingles. Oh, the lob to Gobert.
Well, terrific movement from the big man. Rudy Gobert starting to master the screen and roll.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. For three, Booker, good on the triple.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Jazz have gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. Craig, good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
On offense, here are the Jazz. Passes it to O'Neal to the inside. Here's Gobert, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Ayton.
Rudy Gobert has become really excellent at getting deep low post position. The defense has got to foul him when he's that deep.
The Suns have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. It's stolen by Gobert. Now here's Ingles. The Jazz again can't hit it. The drive by Paul. That one good for 2. Paul's got his second bucket of the night.
How about the ability to knife inside the defense? Chris Paul has been outstanding as a dribble driver his entire career.
Ingles against Booker. 3-pointer. Ingles with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Conley gets the bucket.
Well, Mike Conley has proven a consistent three-point shooter in his career. Get a hand up, folks.
Craig passes to Bridges. It's stolen by Ingles. And now Conley running the floor all by himself. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Well, you cannot let Mikal Bridges get into the paint because he's going to hammer it home when you do.
Outside Conley. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Gobert's got 8 points. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. They trail by 3. Craig can't get it to go.
Well, that's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
Bogdanovich, that's for 2. That one off the back iron and out. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And it's Ayton missing. Utah leading by 3. The pass to Bogdanovich. Outside Conley. Here's O'Neal. Off target from 3-point range.
Oh, that was a great effort defensively. Get a hand up in the face of the shooter. It's so important.
And again, it's the Suns missing. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Bogdanovich passes to Gobert. Drops in the layup for 2. He's got 10.
Well, how about the court awareness from Bogdanovich showing off his ability to find the open man, Kev?
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Bangs home the trifecta. Conley's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for Utah. To the middle. To halt the run, he lays it in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Ingles. Now here's Gobert. He's covered by Ayton. Gobert down low. Ayton's there. Gobert can't hit.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm.
And so it's Mike Conley making highlights for the Utah Jazz. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Utah, we've got Ilyasova. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Conley. Then there's Favors, and it's Niang in at the small forward position. That puts them in the lead.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
And Dario Saric, the homie, as he was known in Philly, a Croatian finesse forward for this team.
You know what I love about Dario is here's a big man who can space the floor with his shooting. He can balance that with an ability to make plays off the dribble. He's a really sneaky cutter and a very opportunistic rebounder. I mean, this is a big man who will contribute in a lot of different areas. Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
Niang kicks to Clarkson. Favors in the post. Covered by Saric. The shot's good. Favors got his first points in this one.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Well, what I love is the aggressiveness of Dario Saric, making sure he leaves no doubt.
Here's Clarkson. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
And there's the feed to Ilyasova. Outside Favors. Pass to Clarkson. Takes a three. And that one is off. And Phoenix the other way now. Here's Payne. He feeds it to Crowder. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think 2 guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the 2 guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. And here's Conley outside. And so the ball's out of bounds. Favors touched it last.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And Phoenix making a change here. Bridges checks in. The Jazz also changing it up. Gobert's checked in for Favors. Bogdanovich comes in for Ilyasova. And it's Joe Ingles in for Mike Conley. It's good on the putback. Payne's got the lead up to 5 now for Phoenix.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
I'll tell you, the ability to put the ball on the deck, drive it, and finish with a dunk. Mr. Gobert, how about you?
Lobs it up for Crowder, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Gobert. Carter pulls it in.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. And they've got to keep him off the glass. For a little guy, he can be a handful on the offensive boards if you're not aware of him.
Ingles passes to Clarkson. And here we go. Carter heading to the hoop. Payne's shot is good.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Passes it to Ingles. Back to Clarkson. The Jazz working the ball around now. Oh, that's blocked. It's stolen by Ingles. Here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Such a skilled defender. Joe Ingles great at positioning himself and using his length to poke balls away.
The pass to Kaminsky. It's Crowder on the wing. Bridges for three. Utah with the rebound.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
The shot by Clarkson, no good. Phoenix leading by 5. Carter on the wing. Trains it from beyond the arc. Carter's got himself on the board with 3 there.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
No one covering.
Yeah, I'll tell you, this guy's a tireless competitor. What an answer from distance by Joe Ingles.
Phoenix has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. And the shot's good from Crowder.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Takes the 3. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Well, the one thing about Clarkson, a little bit inconsistent from deep, so that's a welcome sight for his team.
It's stolen by Ingles. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Phoenix ahead, up by 4. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, well, for the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. They're in better shape now than they were at one point when they... And that...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
Oh, his power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
Booker and Bridges are the wings. Then it's Chris Paul. Then there's Ayton. And it's Craig in at the power forward. That's who's out there for Phoenix. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
O'Neal kicks to Ingles. Gobert with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Fade away. Bogdanovich passes to Conley. 3 seconds left. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Kicks it out to Booker. Ayton, the pass to Craig. It's stolen by Gobert. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Here's Conley. Another miss by Utah.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
I'll tell you, the savviness of Chris Paul on the break, he is a force to be reckoned with.
Conley feeling it out. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Another miss by Conley.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Bridges shot. Good.
Well, quick transition has Bridges positioned perfectly. Puts the nice finish on the transition opportunity.
O'Neal dishes to Gobert. Bridges with the steal. And here we go. Suns running again. Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
And really, this is the time to push it. Try to extend that lead.
You know, they can make things much easier on themselves in the fourth if they just have a few more possessions like that.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Now here's Conley. They double-team Conley. And here's Ingles outside. Here's Gobert. And the rejection by Ayton.
Outstanding shot blocker. DeAndre Ayton off his feet in a hurry to send it back.
Johnson, he's checked in for Phoenix. Utah also making some changes. Derek Favors checked in for Rudy Gobert, and it's Ilyasova in for Bogdanovic. And now the Suns, a fast break. Here's Craig, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Greg, if you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Clarkson finds Conley. 5 on the clock. Favors can't get it to go.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Yeah, great look there. Credit Galloway with the vision to spot the open man.
Jazz trail by 12. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
One-on-one here. Lays it up off the glass. Galloway has got 6.
And getting out in transition has been a big part of this run that they're on.
Conley kicks to Clarkson. Nice ball movement by Utah. O'Neal. The Jazz again can't hit it.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Now Ilyasova. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Conley with the 3. They get it back. Here's Favors. Pass to Clarkson. To end the drought. It's the 3-point bomb.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
I like that this guy tries to play within himself, but I like the aggressiveness there by Galloway. Mix it up, change your pace, make the defense work.
Some changes for Phoenix. Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Saric. Crowder comes in for Torrey Craig. And it's Carter in for Booker. And Utah also making a switch. Bogdanovic, he's checked in for O'Neal. That's good from Ilyasova on the assist from Favors.
Well, the defense wants to keep the ball out of that area. Why? Because if it gets in there, most players are going to finish.
Yep, that one goes.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Ilyasova. Back to Clarkson. Shoots the 3. Rebound by the Suns.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Fires for 3. No good there.
You know, with his strength, there are very few offensive players who are going to be able to bully Galloway on defense.
And so it's Phoenix. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so in the game for the Jazz, we've got Bojan Bogdanovic. Gobert is out there with Ilyasova. And it's Joe Ingles, and it's Clarkson in at the point. That free throw good from Ilyasova. And both free throws good for Ilyasova.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Clarkson passes to Ilyasova. Over Kaminsky. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Payne passes to Carter. No good on the three. Jazz trail by 15. On the wing, Ingles. It's good.
See, Joe Ingles doesn't blow you away with physical strength. It's his craftiness that makes him effective, especially scoring through contact.
And the basket by Kaminsky.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Clarkson kicks to Ingles.
Now, this is where Joe Ingles is gifted at realizing when he should go up with it. Really good timing on that shot.
Ayton with it. Now defended by Gobert. Carter with the three. Gobert pulls it in. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for Utah. It's a 14-point game.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Payne finds Ayton. Back to Payne. Gobert with the block.
Now, this is the calling card of Rudy Gobert, a superb shot blocker. The wingspan is a thing of beauty.
Pass to Ingles. Bogdanovich with it, defended by Carter. And here is Ilyasova. Over Kaminsky. Goes back up. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And while they haven't worked it inside as much in the second half as they did earlier, it wouldn't be a bad idea to get back to that strategy.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. O'Neal's checked in for Utah. Conley now comes in for Jordan Clarkson. Jazz trail by 11. Conley, the pass to Bogdanovich. Jazz passing it around. And now the Suns, a fast break. And there's Booker on the assist by Paul. Paul's got his third assist on the night. Jazz have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Bogdanovich left side. Shoots over Bridges. Bogdanovich, no luck. Suns leading by 13. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Oh, Paul in position. And there's the pass to Bridges. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, in catch-and-shoot opportunities, you've got to have good feet and pre-shot preparation. Mikal Bridges, yes, sir.
Bridges with the steal. Paul with the ball. Conley picks him up.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Conley finds Bogdanovich, and it's good for 2. Bogdanovich has got his first points of the game.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
Bridges inside the three-point line. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Phoenix.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Mikal Bridges.
Boy, his activity really stood out to me on the defensive end. He harassed ball handlers, came up with steals in transition. You had the feeling guys were looking over their shoulder, worried he was going to pick their pocket.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Smith checked in for Torrey Craig. Johnson comes in for Mikal Bridges. Langston Galloway's checked in for Booker. And it's Carter in for Chris Paul.
Well, just excellent use of the shot fake. Derek Favors has put a lot of work into this. He's become very effective getting the guy to commit.
Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Saric. And Utah also making a switch. Morgan's checked in. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Kaminsky kicks to Carter. Back to Kaminsky. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. To the paint. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Here's Oni. Morgan the pass to Favors. Another shot. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.